film scoring, or not just films, but others. I do other things like short videos or scoring. I've written some music for some Netflix original documentary series where I just write some cues here and there.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll get asked to do things in very different styles. Like sometimes I'll get asked to do something that's like rock, guitar, bass, and drums. I'll get asked to do a cue that sounds like a heavy metal song, or one that sounds like it's kind of like electronic hip hop, and that it's the different backgrounds, the difference playing the different styles of music and different instruments and things helps tremendously. I mean, I played in a metal band in high school, so if somebody asked me to do a metal song, I can do that, no problem.
Yeah.
Because I have that background, and a lot of film music. I feel like, at least film music today, modern film music for the most part, tends to kind of exist in an area in between classical music and popular music.
Yeah.
And it may be orchestral, but if you analyze the music, a lot of times it's maybe a little bit closer to like a pop song. Not necessarily, it depends on
maybe
the
way
depends on the composer.
Formulated, though.
But there's a lot. I'll say there's a lot of popular music influence now in film composing, as well as influence of course from classical music and all kinds of different styles. But
you see that where the new music, classical music, is so different from what you hear in a film score. And even y'all's friend from New York in the Iceberg group, who does all that stuff that's very cinematic. I'm trying to remember his name. Harry, yes.
Harry Stafilakis.
Yes, Harry Stafilakis.
Great composer.
He's my favorite of all of them. Though he's not. I don't know him as well as some of the other folks, but his stuff is my favorite because you feel like you're going on this journey, but it does not sound like all like music you hear in films today. It's not poppy, but it's
right. That's true.
Still just beautiful and really, really draws you in.
Interesting. Harry also used to play guitar in a metal band.
Oh, okay.
I think you can definitely hear that influence a little bit in his music, especially if you know.
I forgot someone had told me that, but I don't think of that when I hear his stuff. But
even though he writes, mainly orchestral music now,
right.
And there's that. I mean, it's not like there are, electric guitars in it or anything, but you can hear a little bit of that influence. But now that you bring that up, I was going to say, amongst the younger generation of composers writing for classical music these days, I think you can hear a lot of influence of popular music in their music.
Oh, okay.
More so than maybe through much of the 20th century, that maybe wasn't really the case. But there are a lot of younger composers now who they play in a band and they write music for contemporary chamber ensembles, and they do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So I think that influence has definitely been coming into new music more in the last 20 years or so.
Okay. No, I mean it's a good thing, I guess.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. I mean, there's a lot more crossing over. Yeah. I think with classical musicians and popular musicians and people doing both, and just the blurring of those boundaries somewhat, which I think is really cool.
So you have some more classical composers from Iceberg, New York composer group. Sorry, what is it? Iceberg?
Composer Collective.
Composer Collective. Composer Collective. Coming down for the Continuum Festival.
Right, next week.
You're going to play in, I'm guessing, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'll be playing with Blue Shift Ensemble.
Great.
And also Friday for some of the John Cage pieces.
Okay, good.
I'm going to be playing the piece for 12 radios with 24 people, 2 people on each
Oh
video.
yeah, oh yeah. I might have gotten recruited for that also.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She asked me, but then she hadn't said anything since, so I don't know.
I don't know if she might have.
She might have figured it out, found an actual musician,
Yeah.
which is totally
Maybe.
understandable because I am not. I am a dabbler.
I don't know.
So anyway, thank you very much, Jonathan.
Oh, you're very welcome.
We had Jonathan Kirksey here of Memphis Symphony Orchestra, Blue Shift Ensemble, Mouse Rocket. Mouse Rocket, and several films, including the new Mr. Rogers documentary.
Won't You Be My Neighbor,
Yeah,
and
Won't You Be My Neighbor.
Best of Enemies, and various other.
It's great to have you here, Jonathan.
Thanks very much.
This is Fluffy Lenore signing out.
Well, thank you, Fluffy. That was quite interesting. Jonathan is quite an accomplished young man. Now, next, we have up Chad Tarbox with Erica Qualley. Not a native Memphian, but she's made this city her home.
Sometimes I feel like a bad artist because I'm not very disciplined in that I'm at like, okay, 30 minutes every day. I'm going to do this. I just have so much going on.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Because you're exhausted too. You have a job too. It isn't like this. Yeah, you have a ton of jobs. I know.
Hustling. But art is really important to me, and I think it's important to be disciplined in the sense that, when I'm working on something, I'm fairly diligent about it. I don't really abandon projects. It might take me a while to complete it, but I don't really give up entirely very often.
So you still stay motivated even if it does take you a long time. You still.
So usually my studio is just a bunch of different unfinished projects everywhere, so that wherever I look, there's like, I could work on that.
Yeah.
I could work on that.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah.
Because you might not. Yeah, because you might not be able to work on the same piece continually, or inspired to work on the same piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you get your concepts from, your inspiration? Like, I've seen all sorts of things you have as like subject matter. So where do you find that? Do you like put it together from images, or is it just popping in your head?
Kind of both. Do you have a specific piece that made you wonder that, or?
It's the Jesus with the. What's the Jesus one?
So that's actually a portrait of my friend Brett.
Right.
That he commissioned.
Okay.
And he never paid me the second half, so I just sold it. But that was very specific. He was a hairdresser, and he also cut my hair that day and wanted me to incorporate the hair.
Okay, that's right. That's what the hair was on there.
And so that's how the hair got on there. Once the hair was on there, I was like, I'm going to put a cigarette on here.
Yeah.
And then the chain and the key, and so that's how that
Okay. So organic with that situation.
So kind of an organic, intuitive thing. I would certainly include as much as what the subject wanted.
Right.
But two newer projects. One is I'm on Tumblr sometimes, and so I see a lot of images that aren't mine, but I love and want to kind of recreate in my own way. And there's one, I think it was taken in Egypt because the two people are wearing, I forget what gods they are, but they're wearing, I think one is Anubis and one is it's an eagle.
Horus?
Or a hawk. Yeah,
Horus
that sounds right.
Yeah.
So they're wearing masks and they're kind of sitting like us and they're drinking tea.
Yeah.
I was like, I love this image of gods having tea. And so I painted them, but then in the background I just turned that into the sky and clouds.
Yeah.
So I kind of made that my own. And I really just wanted to see that. So I created that.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's another paper mache project that I have right now. It's a mushroom hat.
Yeah.
And that's just for fun because I want to wear that in a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think so much of my art is just practical in the sense that it has a very specific use, but then also some of it is just like I would like to see that because it's not already me.
So, like your series of the girls in the dresses doing like the Alice in Wonderland stuff and the bunnies. And I know that's for your business too, but it is artistic. I think it's a lot of fun. I love looking at those images as you post them. Where does that come from exactly? And that's you wanted to see that?
Yeah. So I think I try to have a concept for each, business holiday, and it's hard coming up with different concepts for the same holiday. So sometimes I skip them. And also I'm just really busy, so I can't do every single holiday. But I think that's in the same vein as just feeling inspired to do that and having the means to do it.
Right.
I'm really excited for these next two photo shoots that I'm doing. This one's going to be the Delta Fair, and it's kind of the last splash of summer, so it's going to be like inspired by clowns and colors and just weirdness. So I'm going to have like fashion patterns and really colorful stuff. And I'm really excited to see that come to life. And then the photo shoot for the fall, one of my friends has this like beautiful 1960s. I forget what make and model it is, but it's like this gorgeous preserved car, and he's letting us use it. So I'm really excited for that to put like fall colors and stuff with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it's black.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's black. So yeah, bright fall colors.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Really good.
Inspired too. So I'm not a very disciplined writer at all. I wait for it to kind of hit me, and then I run over to my typewriter and get it out quick. That's why it's taken so long for my last zine, is because I have to wait for those moments. I like to write plays and screenplays. But I was mostly talking about the poetry and the one-liners.
Yeah. I know. I've seen the one-liners. Yeah. Facets of your skills. You're one of those jack of all trades kind of people. You can make art in 20 different mediums, seemingly. When I look at all the things you're doing,
Yeah, that's been really important to me, to not kind of pigeonhole myself into one medium. And oftentimes, especially lately, I feel like you're saying like a jack of all trades, but also master of none. And so
I can understand that. Yeah.
Is there any one medium that I should focus on? And they're all just so fun. And, maybe if I keep doing all of them, eventually I'll be a master in all of them.
Right.